everybody, this is me Vinu Venkatesh again on behalf of the SAI Education for Competitive Examinations. We're going to start a new topic today. It is called time and work. It's very simple and very interesting. So I'd say let's start. So let us start. Okay, now let's start with the first question. A and B can do a piece of work in 15 days. Okay, together. B alone can do it in 20 days. In how many days can A alone do it? So here they have given us formula. Okay, when they have given you the number of days that say A can do the work, let it be X days, and they have given A plus A can do it in Y days, then the number of days that B only will take to do the work is nothing but XY divided by X minus Y. So here what is X? It is 15 days. What is Y? It is 20 days. Here 15 is A plus B, right? So 15 is Y, and let B be, let 20 days be equal to X. So it is nothing but 15 into 20 divided by, actually it should be 20 minus 15, you will get 60 days, right? These are nothing but different ways of doing the same thing. So if they give you number of days that only A can do and only B can do, then together how many days will they take to complete the work? It is nothing but XY divided by X plus Y. Okay, these are different ways of writing the same formula. So if you're given A plus B and you're given A, how many days will B take to do the work alone? It is XY divided by X minus Y. Same with this one. Okay. But if you're given only A and only B, then how many days will A and B take to do the work alone? It is nothing but XY divided by X plus Y. That is number of days A alone can do the work into number of days B alone can do the work divided by sum of the days that each person can do the work individually. Okay, you will have to memorize a formula, but as you see when we go through the other questions where we actually work it out, you can even do it by simply understanding. I'll show you how. Okay, now question number 2. A can do a piece of work in 7 days of 9 hours each. That means if he works 9 hours per day, he can finish the work alone in 7 days. And B can do it in 6 days of 7 hours each. That is, if B works 7 hours per day, B can finish the work in 6 days. How long will they take to do it working together 8 and 2 by 5 hours per day? So how many days are A and B going to complete the work if they take 8 and 2 by 5 hours a day to work together? Okay, so here they have given a working, but let us do in our own working so that I think it'll be easier to understand. So I've just written down these facts. So total number of hours taken by A to complete the work is nothing but 9 into 7, which is 63 hours. Total number of hours taken by B alone to complete the work is 7 into 6, which is 42 hours. 7 is basically 7 hours per day and 6 days. For A, it is 9 hours per day and 7 days. Okay. Now, so work done by A in 1 hour. So we are saying that to complete if I take work as 1, A takes 63 hours in total. Therefore, how much work will he do in 1 hour? It is 1 by 63. Similarly, work done by B alone in 1 hour is 1 by 42. Okay. Therefore, work done by A and B in 1 hour is nothing but 1 by 63 plus 1 by 42. If you take the LCM and you add these two, it will give you 5 by 126. That means if A and B are working together, how much work will they do in 1 hour? Given that we know that A alone can finish the work, can finish 1 by 63rd of the work in 1 hour, and B alone can finish 1 by 42 of the work in 1 hour. So given their rates of working, their efficiencies, how much work will be done by both of them working together in 1 hour? It is nothing but the addition of 1 by 63 plus 1 by 42, which will give you 5 by 126. Now, we say that it takes 1 hour for A and B to finish 5 by 126th of the work. in the question, they are saying that if A and B work for 8 hours, 8 and 2 by 5 hours per day, how long are they going to take to complete the work? So let us first find out how much of work will be done if they work these many hours. It is nothing but 8 and 2 by 5 can be written as 42 by 5. It is nothing but 42 by 5 into 5 by 126. In 1 hour, they do this much work. So in 42 by 5 hours, how much work will they do? It is direct proportion. So if the hours increase, work should also increase, right? So it is 1/3 of the work per day. Okay. Number of days taken to complete work is 1/3. Okay. Therefore, how many days are required to complete the full work? It is 1 divided by 1 by 3, which is nothing but 3 days. Is that the right answer? Let us check. Yes, it is. It is 3 days. Okay, I hope question 2 was clear. If not, please put your comments in the comment section and we'll take it forward. Now, let's look at number 3. If 36 men can do a piece of work in 25 hours, in how many hours will 15 men do it? So, this is a case of indirect proportion. Means, now look here, if the number of men decline, then the time taken to complete the work will increase, right? That means, look at this. Number of men is 36. They take 25 hours. So if they decline to 15, then the time taken will increase. So what will be the new time that is taken? It is nothing but 36 divided by 15 into 25. This is called indirect proportion. That is, if one quantity declines, if one item declines, but the other item will increase because of common sense or logic, then this is how you take. You take 36 divided by 15 into 25, which is 60 hours. Okay, now we talked about, I said this is indirect proportion, right? Because one item is decreasing, the other item will increase. That is a relation. Now let's look at what is direct proportion. Let's just assume that the question is different, okay? The question says 36 men consume 60 kg of food. How much food will be consumed by 15 men? So common sense is this. If number of men decline, then the quantity of food that will be eaten will also be less, right? So this is direct proportion, because if men decline, that is if the item here reduces, then the item that we are asked to find out should also reduce. See, arrow is in the same direction. So when the given item and the to be found item move in the same direction, either down or up, it is called direct proportion. But if the given item and the to be found item, they move in different directions, it is called indirect proportion. So in case of direct proportion, the amount of food that will be consumed will be 15 divided by 36 into 60, which is 25 kg. Okay, we'll see such questions in future, but just keep in mind the difference between indirect and direct proportion. Direct proportion and indirect proportion. Okay, now let's look at number 4. If the wages of 6 men for 15 days is rupees 2100, then find the wages for 9 men for 12 days. First of all, when you get such questions, please write them down like this. Okay, number of men, number of days, wage. So they're saying 6 men take 15 days and their wages 2100. What will be the wage for 9 men taking 12 days to complete the work? 9 men for 12 days. So when you see 3 such items, let us take 2, okay? One quantity given, one item that is not given. So let us take the first and this. So use common sense. If the number of men increase, what do you expect the wage to do? Is it going to increase or decrease? It is going to increase. That is common sense, because if you are hiring more men, you also have to pay them more. So the wage is going to increase. So this is direct proportion, because men are increasing from 6 to 9, therefore wage should also increase. So in direct proportion, we write the denominator, we take it up. So it is 9 by 6 into 2100. Okay, now let us look at this. They are hiring the men initially for 15 days and they pay them a wage of 2100. If they are hiring, ignore this, okay? If the number of days that they are hiring the men for decline, what do you expect the wage to do? That is also going to decline, right? Going to decline, right? So In the second case also, it is a direct proportion because the given item and the unknown item are moving in the same direction. So we will write the denominator on the top. We'll take 12 by 15 into 2100. So the answer is 2520, 2520. Okay, it's very simple. It's just a question of knowing what to do. Now number 5. An army of 2000 men had enough food for 30 days. Okay, after 10 days, 500 more men joined them. So how many men are there now? 2000 plus 500, it's 2500, right? How long will the food last for them? Okay, so we have 2000 men with food enough now for 20 days because 10 days have passed. The number of men now is higher and it is 2500. So how many days will the food last for 2500 men? So let us use common sense. The number of men have increased. So the food will last for more days or less days? It is going to last for less days. So men have increased and food will last for less days. So this is a case of this is a case of indirect proportion. So it will be 2000 into 20 divided by 2500, which is 16 days. Okay. Work it out using the same way we did the other questions. You'll understand better. Okay. Coming to question number 6. Prajita and Joycey can do a job in 12 days. Okay. Joycey and Bindu can do the same job in 15 days. Prajita and Bindu can do it in 20 days. How many days will it take if these three girls get together and do the job? Okay, so it is clearly given the formula here. It is 2 times P plus J plus B. What is P? It is 1 by 12. Okay, what is 1 by 12? 1 by 12 is, see, they're saying Prajita and Joycey can do a job in 12 days. Okay, so one job can be done in 12 days. Therefore, how much of the work will be done in one day? It is 1 by 12. Similarly, in one day, Joycey and Bindu can do 1 by 15th of the job. And in one day, Prajita and Bindu can do 1 by 20th of the job. So the days that these three girls will take to do the job if they work together is nothing but this actually should be divided. 2 divided by P plus J plus B. It is 2 divided by this. So it should be, once you add it, you will see that it is 12 by 60. It is 2 divided by 12 by 60. That is 10 days. Okay, there's a typo. It is 10 days. You can even follow this format here, but I would prefer if you go this way. Whenever you get such questions, use this formula. It is 2 divided by this. Okay, there's a typo. It is 2 divided by this. Just correct that. A can do a piece of work in 80 days. He works at it for 10 days and then B alone finishes the work in the remaining 42 days. Okay. B finishes the remaining work in 42 days. In how much time will A and B working together finish the work? Okay, we'll have to, let's work it out. So A takes 80 days to do a work. Okay, so let us write it down like this as in our usual way. So work completed by A in one day is 1 by 80. Okay, then they say that A has worked only for 10 days. So the work completed by A in 10 days is 10 into 1 by 80, correct? Right? So in one day, he does 1 by 80th of the work. So in 10 days, how much work will he do? He will do more. So this is direct proportion. So it is 10 divided by 1 into 1 by 80, which is 1 by 8th of the work. Therefore, the work remaining is 1 minus 1 by 8. Let us assume the full work is 1. So he has done 1/8 of the work. So remaining is 1 minus 1 by 8 is 7 by 8. Okay, so we are told that B finishes the remaining work. That is, B finishes 7 by 8 of the work in 42 days. Therefore, amount of work completed by B in one day is how much? So 7 by 8 of the work is done in 42 days. So how much work is done in one day, right? So it will be 1 divided by 42 into 7 by 8, which is 1 by 48th of the work. Therefore, amount of work completed by A and B in one day is 1 by 48th plus 1 by 80. Okay, remember we said in one day A can do the work in 1 by 8. In one day A can do 1 by 1/80th of the work. 1 by 80th of the work. And B has done in one day, B can do 1 by 48th of the work. So amount of work done by A and B in one day is nothing but the addition of 1 by 80 and 1 by 48, which is nothing but 8 by 40. So amount of work done by A and B in one day is 8 by 240. So to complete the full work, how many days will A and B take? So the work has increased. 1 is greater than obviously 8 by 40, right? Therefore, the number of days also taken by A and B will increase. So this is a case of direct proportion. So it is denominator divided by this. This will come in the, so it will be this divided by this. So 1 divided by 8 by 40, which is equal to 30 days. And that is the correct answer. Number 7, right? I hope you have understood. It's very simple. Let's move on to the other question. Please put your comments in the comment box, as I said. Okay, A is twice as good as workman B, and together they finish a piece of work in 18 days. In how many days will A alone finish the work? Okay. Now, let amount of work done by B in one day be equal to X. They are saying that A is twice as good as B. So therefore, amount of work done by A in one day should be 2 into X, which is 2X, right? Now, they are saying B, the full work, that is 1, can be done by B alone in 18 days. Sorry, together by A and B, the full work 1 can be done by A and B in 18 days. In how many days alone will A alone finish the work? Okay. So first we have to find this X. What is X? X is nothing but the efficiency of B. That is, how much of work is done by B is X. So in one day, okay. In one day, B does X of the work. A does 2 times X. Okay. So 3X is the work done by A and B in one day. Okay. Therefore, the full work, that is 1, is taking how many days? It is taking 18 days, right? So this is how we write it. 1 by 3X is equal to 18. Why? Because the same case as we discussed before, direct and indirect proportion. So 1 by 3X is equal to 18. Therefore, X is 1 by 54. That is, B does 1 by 54th of the work in one day. Therefore, amount of work done by A in one day is 2 times X. That is 2 into 1 by 54, which is 1 by 27. Okay, amount of work and number of days taken by A. So A can do 1 by 27th of the work in one day, as we calculated. So how many days will A alone take to do one full of the work? So work has increased from 1 by 27 to 1. 1 is obviously greater than 1 by 27. If you try dividing this, you'll get a decimal. So work has increased, therefore number of days will also increase. This is what case? Direct proportion. So it is 1 divided by 1 by 27 into 1, which is equal to 27 days. And that is the correct answer. So A takes 27 days, B takes 54 days. Okay. Now, number 9. A can do a certain job in 12 days. B is 60% more efficient than A. How many days does B alone take to do the same work? This is similar to number 8. I'd like you to try number 9 because it's very similar to number 8. Now number 10 is also similar to the questions that we have done previously. I would like you to try that. It's not difficult. A can do 1/4 of a work in 10 days. Find out how much, X can do 1/4 of a work in 10 days. Find out how much of work X does in 1 day. Okay. First, Y can do 40% of the work in 40 days. That is 40%, let's say work is 100. So 40% of work would be 40 by 100 in 40 days. How much of the work is done in 1 day? Find out. And Z can do 1/3 of the work in 13 days. So find out how much of the work is done by Z in 1 day. All right. Now, then find out how to do that full one work. How many days will X alone take? And to do the full one work, how many days will Y alone take? And to do the full one work, how many days will Z alone take? Whoever takes the least number of time will be the one who completes the work first. Okay? Try it out. It's not difficult. Number 11 is similar to number 6, so I'm not doing it. Only thing, remember, this is 2 divided by this. Okay? Only then you get the correct answer. They have given multiplication here, and at the end they have I think they have multiplied. It should be 2 divided by this. Remember we did number 6? Typo, it is 2 divided by this. Okay, it's a similar question. So I'm not doing number 11. Let's move to number 12. A and B can do a piece of work in 20 days and 15 days respectively. With the help of C, they can finish the work in 5 days. Then C can alone do the same work in. That is, how many days will C alone take to do the work? So first let us write down all the given information. So it's number 12. Yes. Amount of work, number of days. A completes the full one work in 20 days. B completes the full one work in 15 days. Therefore, in 1 day, amount of work done by A is 1 by 20 and B is 1 by 15. We know that, right? So A completes one full work in 20 days. Therefore, in 1 day, how much work will he complete? The number of days have gone down. Therefore, work will also go down. It is direct proportion. So it will be 1 divided by 20 into 1. Same with B. You will get 1 by 20 and 1 by 15. Amount of work, the full work, is done by A, B and C in 5 days. Therefore, in 1 day, how much of the work are done by all 3 of them together? It is 1 by 5. Why is it 1 by 5? Because number of days have gone down. Therefore, the work also will go down, right? Because they are saying clearly they are taking 5 days to do one full work. Therefore, in 1 day, they'll do less than 1, right? Therefore, it is direct proportion. So, it is 1 divided by 5 into 1, which is 1/5 of the work. So, let us assume that the number of days taken by C alone to do the work is C. Therefore, the 1/5 of the work that is done by A, B and C in 1 day can be written as 1 by 20 plus 1 by 15 plus 1 by C. That is amount of work done by A in 1 day, amount of work done by B in 1 day and amount of work done by C in 1 day is equal to 1 by 5. Okay. So then when you solve for C, you will get 1 by C is equal to 5 by 60. That is amount of work done by C in 1 day is 5 by 60. Okay. Done in 1 day. Therefore, how many days will C alone take to complete the one full work? So work has increased, therefore days will also increase, right? The full work is greater than 5 by 60, right? Therefore, the days that will be required to complete the full work will also increase. So this is direct proportion. So it is 1 divided by 5 by 60, which is nothing but 60 by 5, which is 12 days. Let's see if that is the answer. Yes, it is 12 days. Okay. I hope this is clear. If not, please put your comments in the comment section. All right. Right. So let's do number 13. A, B and C can do a piece of work in 12, 18 and 30 days respectively. If they do the same work together, at what ratio will they distribute their wages? So remember, let us assume that wages are distributed in proportion to the amount of work that they have done. Okay. So let's write this out. Amount of work. The full work can be done by A alone in 12 days. Full work is done by B alone in 18 days and full work is done by C alone in 30 days. Therefore, amount of work in one day for A will be 1 by 12, B 1 by 15 and C 1 by 30. So what is the amount of work done in one day? If A, B and C all work together, it is nothing but 1 by 12 plus 1 by 18 plus 1 by 30. When you find the LCM, you will get this 31 by 80. So ratio of wages also is the same as this, 15 is to 10 is to 6. Why? Because it's very simple. We are saying in one day, A, B and C together they complete 31 by 1 by 8, 31 by 180 portion of the work. Okay, they have done this much work. Of this, how much has been done by A? 1 by 12, B 1 by 18 and C 1 by 30. When we find the LCM, this is what we get, 15, 10 and 6. So let us see if this is the answer. Yes, it is the answer. See, 15, 10 and 6. So we have few more questions. We will do that in our next session. So until then, keep practicing and put your doubts in the comment section. All the best. See you. Bye-bye.